Welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be doing a stock analysis of Cipher mining. Now as you can see recently it has just been performing like absolutely crazy. As you can see back in April of this year it was trading about $2 and currently we are trading at 12.65, meaning it's up by 600% since then, so it is quite expensive at the moment. Now if we zoom out and make each candle a day instead of an hour, as you can see we have seen this peak, which is basically the same as the previous peak right here, which was back in 2021. Now, as you can see, it's quite a new stock as this graph is quite small. It was first publicly traded back in 2020, but as you can see, it's quite a volatile stock. Sometimes you see very highs and very lows. We even had a low below $1, as you can see right here. Now, if I make each candle an hour again, as you can see, I don't like this company about some things, and other things I do like about it. Now, the market cap is very, very high in this company. As you can see, it's a $5 billion market cap, and we'll get into why I don't like that a bit later. Now, the beta in this company is also insanely high. It is 3.90, meaning it is almost 400% as volatile as the average index. So this is a very, very volatile stock, which means if you buy this, you should be very, very careful and know what you're doing. You can also see that down here in the RSI, it is up and down all the time. Now, what is the RSI, you might ask? That is the relative strength index, meaning something that's between 50 and 30. It's in the lower channel, meaning the stock is trading downwards. As you can see right here, it's trading downwards, and then we are in the lower part of the RSI. And up here, we are in the upper part of RSI between 50 and 70, and the stock is trading upwards. Now, when we're above 70 up here, as you can see, we're in overbought territory, and when we're up here, it's more often than not a more volatile period, and that is when there's a lot more buyers in the market than sellers. And the opposite is true down here. When we're below 30, we're in the oversold market, and again, it is also quite volatile down here. So always be a bit more careful when we're up here or down here. And just the stock in general, and a lot of mining stocks, mining crypto, are very, very volatile. Now, as you see the earnings, they've missed some by quite a lot, and they also beat one by quite a lot, which is quite interesting to see. As you can see as well, they make money, but of course they're still losing money, and the only thing they're making money on is Bitcoin mining. And as you can see, this is my problem. They're only making $151 in Bitcoin, and that's the only thing they have, but their market cap is $500 billion. The thing I don't like about this is, let's say Bitcoin is going to fall in price tomorrow. It's not going to happen, but if that happens, the company is going to be fucked. Now, the overview as well, that is something I do like about it and something I don't like. Right here. So many closely held shares. A fourth of the company isn't even being publicly traded. Meaning, let's say if the CEO, let's say that Tyler owns all of these shares. If you want to sell them, then he's going to dump it on the market, and the stock price is going to tank. However, they don't have that much debt, which is absolutely amazing to see, because often we see some Bitcoin mining companies with a ton of debt, but they have virtually no debt at all, which is something that we really, really like to see. Now, if I scroll down further, as you can see, we're going to see some seasonals in this company. As you can see, how does it perform each year? Now, some years it performs like absolutely crazy, like this year or 2023. And there's some years like 2022 or 2021 where it performs like dog shit. So be very careful in companies like Cipher Mining. It is quite a risky share to hold. So always be very, very careful and do your due diligence. If you want to buy this stock, personally, I do think maybe 2 to 5% of your portfolio should be in this, nothing more, because I think the risk of having a loss is simply too great. And currently, what are we in the pre-market? We're down. All right, we're still up in the pre-market, but we did see we hit the peak and then we fell down. So chances are we're going to fall down to some previous peaks, which would be right around here. As you can see, we have quite a lot of peaks and resistance levels right around here, which is down about 45% from the top we're currently trading. So be very, very careful. Now, if we look at the technicals on this, as you can see, however, they're quite amazing. We have 12 strong buy and 2 hold. And the reason for that is a lot of mining companies have this because, of course, a lot of analysts think Bitcoin is going to be worth more and more and more in the future. And the positive thing about Cipher is they are only focusing on Bitcoin and nothing else. So let's say Bitcoin has the price it has currently, and it is still increasing the way we think it's going to be increasing. It's going to be an amazing stock to own. So of course, as I said, there are a lot of ups and downs in the stock. You really, really have to do your due diligence to think, is it worth it or is it not? Now, something that's interesting about the company is its EPS. I mean, look at this. They're actually estimating that in 2028, their EPS is going to be a lot less worth, which is quite interesting. Now, the annual earnings as well, that's going to increase like rapidly. Of course, that is because they can buy more GPUs, so on and so forth, so they can mine more Bitcoin and buy more Bitcoin. Now, the technicals on this, however, for the day, it's a strong buy, of course, and for the month, of course, it is still a strong buy. As you can see, we are in this upward trending period, and we even have this golden cross right here. But I would still say be very, very careful in a stock like this, of course, and buy it at your own risk. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.